Hey everybody, it is May 21st, 2018. It's 5:36 p.m. in the afternoon while I'm doing this. And today I'm taking on evangelicals who support Trump, which is 75% of them. So I've had this idea for about 2 weeks and I kept putting it off because of other news. I was kind of like waiting for a slow news day to do it. And a Sunday apparently was it. Even though Trump was tweeting like crazy about the FBI, which I'll probably do tonight. Plus, I waited so long to do it because I'm really, really afraid of the evangelicals. And if you believe that, I don't know who you are. I'm not afraid of these guys. I don't care. They're a bunch of cowards anyway. If you're an evangelical and you support Trump, you are a coward. You're a sellout and a hypocrite. You're like, oh, I support this guy. He gave me 20 extra bucks a week. Tax cuts, yay, wee. Anyway, I got the whole Moses thing here going down. How many times people say that? I got the whole Moses thing happening. Before we move on and I talk about some of this, I'm going to give you guys some shout-outs. I'm going to do like the last 3 videos or until I feel like I've already done that person or something. Done that person, you're not in the way that's going to make Ariel laugh. Alright, the last one, on episode 109, Royal Racism. Cartoon's been like a huge hit. People keep viewing it. That's what I'm trying to think. I can't think. I need to stop making these things right after I wake up. Seriously. I need to have like 3 or 4 more shots of caffeine before I do this. Emily commented, and she mentioned me mentioning meeting Orlando Jones. And Emily thought it was about the same time as the movie Evolution was released. That's a movie you did not see. Emily did, but the rest of you did not see it. And I loved it. No, Emily, Evolution came out like in the early 2000s. I met Orlando just a few years ago, maybe like 3 or 4. He is skinny, really, really skinny. You think I'm skinny? That guy's skinny. Ariel wished me a very, very, very early happy birthday. Let's not talk about birthdays. I should have mentioned that. Never. She had a couple more weeks, people. And she has no idea about Christianity, she says, because she's Jewish. But I think she knows a little bit about Christianity. I think she knows probably about as much as I do. And Robert Coutinho said I should take a break over the Memorial Day weekend at least. Probably won't, but that is very good advice. I probably should, but I probably won't. I did way too many cartoons lately over this weekend and everything. I did like 2 on Saturday, and normally I try to take Saturdays off. And Woos Gator fan, I'm not just doing the whole name. I'm just saying I identified him as a no. He said he's having too much fun with Barbecue Betty. Barbecue Betty's that person that was at the barbecue and called police because there was black people barbecuing. Yeah, alright. Scary woman. Very scary woman. I got another email. I've had 2 emails this week asking for reprints for books, which is kind of cool. Usually those things pop in like every few months, but 2 in a week? That's days? That's crazy. Who wants me in their book? Alright. And on episode 108, on my last Giuliani cartoon, Ariel came in and commented about my pronunciation. She said it was close enough. I don't even remember which word we're talking about. Maybe it was Dozier. Oops, Dozier. I'm going to annoy her. Robert Coutinho loves the commentary on the website. Thank you very much. I got a lot of comments about the commentary for today's cartoon that I wrote. As I said, I waited a couple weeks to do this cartoon, even after I had the idea. And I wrote it in my the email that I don't send, that I just store in drafts. I had this email full of ideas and subjects. Mostly they're just subjects. And most of them I never get around to. And this one's been sitting in there for a couple weeks. And even though I had the idea, I didn't think about the column at all until I started writing the column. Just didn't think about it. And our Gator fan talked about Rudy Quanas. One of the things I draw the best Giuliani and Hannity. I don't know about that, but especially about the Hannity part. But that might be true. I did look at some other Hannity caricatures, and I didn't really like any of them. I thought Michael Lukovich did a pretty good one. But I don't draw like in a style and stuff like that, so I couldn't copy it. It was no use to me. And Cheryl Ann came in and commented about my workshop on how to draw a douchebag, which is cool. And asked if I saw Kate McKinnon's impression of Rudy on SNL this weekend. I did see it. Normally I don't even see those things, but I saw that one. And she did an awesome job. Kate McKinnon rocks. I like her. If she wasn't a lesbian, I'd ask her out and marry her. Maybe. Except she'd probably impersonate me every day. Then we go into episode 107 called Who Do You Love? It's one with the NRA and the shooting. We got Quana and Ariel and the Gator person, Sherilyn and Robert Cordino. And I'm not going to go through all those. And let's see, I need to do 106. Did we already? I give shout outs to 106. Quana posts on my Facebook sometimes promising that I'm going to do shout outs, so I have to do the shout outs. 106. Oh, yeah, we did talk about these, but I'll give them again. And that was just Robert, Ariel, and Quana. My 3 favorite people. All right, 3 of my favorite people. You're all my favorite people. Okay, so yeah, I was wondering how to do the background with this one. Let's talk about the art for a minute. And then I looked at some photos of the whole Moses happening thing with the 10 Commandments. And yeah, the sky was a brewing. There were clouds and lightning and wind. And it was just not going to be a pleasant day. Especially since you got these commandments. When the first 3 start off with pretty much worship me, worship me, worship me. God is really insecure. Really, really. That's one thing, even as a little kid, I used to wonder, like, why does God command us to worship him so much? I mean, he's so awesome. Wouldn't we, that we'd get around to it? Wouldn't he just have faith that people would recognize, that we'd recognize his talent and that he's special? I mean, that's what they tell you now. Don't boast and brag about yourself. Don't really worry about if you're appreciated or not. Which I do all the time. I do enough people like my cartoons, and I need to tell myself, hey, I need to stop telling people that I'm good, and so people figure it out for themselves. Apparently, God doesn't do that. After I had looked at paintings and art of Moses and what the weather was like, after I did the lettering on his robe, I went back and I looked at his robe, and I realized he was wearing like a different type of robe, and I wish I had done that one instead. But I had already done the lettering, so I wasn't going to change it. Yeah. This is my oils filbert here with all the background stuff. And I think I spent like 20 minutes coloring the clouds. So, in my blog, I wrote all the commandments, and all 9 of them, I'm kidding, all 10 of them. Ariel, there are 10 commandments, because, she's not a Christian, so she doesn't know. I'm not a Christian either, but I was raised as one, supposedly. I was dragged between Catholic churches and Baptist churches, depending upon who my mother was married to at the time. But my father was Catholic, but I didn't meet him until I was 21, so that wasn't much of an influence in my religion. And he was not a churchgoer. And then one year, my mom and my stepdad in Georgia, they forced me to go to a private school for a whole year. In the summer before that, because I flunked one class, so I had to go to summer school, and they made me go to summer school there. And it was what they call the PACE program, when you do these books. And every answer is God, pretty much. Like who, and came up with pasteurization? God. Who discovered North America? God. Everything was just, it was really just religion. And I noticed while I was there's only like 60 kids in an entire, like, junior to high school level. And it was really weird that even though you go through this PACE system and you learn and you advance as fast as you could, or as slow as you could, that they pretty much kept everybody there till they're 18. I mean, even the smartest people didn't graduate till they're 18. Because I thought when I first got there, okay, this place sucks, but I can use this PACE system. I can get out of here by the time, I'm 16. And no, they just, so after like a year, I told my mom next year that there's no way I was going back there. No way. Even though I was just a little kid. Well, a little kid, like 15. Like, I am not going back there. No. And it's like one of the few times I ever put my foot down with my mom because I was really scared of her. And my stepdad was really supportive of it because he's probably tired of paying for it. And he was not a rich person. He was a truck driver. So the next year I was back in public school. So, yeah. Didn't dig it. But I did fall in love with it. The first girl I fell in love with was at the private school. But she was like me. I also noticed the thing with the private school, that all the kids who were kicked out of public school went there. So it wasn't like you were just with a bunch of holy rollers. All right, we're going to look at these 10 commandments. And, the first one, Lord thy God, is to not have any gods before me. Yeah, we're going to look at how Trump violates all of them. Should not have no God before me. Okay, if you're Trump psychopath, you're broken. Trump's broken it. He worships himself. Might make for yourself an idol in the form of anything. Yeah, Trump names buildings after himself. Do not misuse the name of the Lord of you God. Trump does misuse it because he does not walk humbly with God. That's how that works. You know, it's how you respect the character. Is to like justice and kindness and walk humbly. Yeah, Trump does not do justice or kindness. Remember the Sabbath day, keeping it holy. Trump tweets attacks on people on the Sabbath, and he plays golf. Please. Honor your father and your mother. Trump's mother was an immigrant. Enough said. 6, you should not murder. Trump has not really murdered anyone, technically, himself, but his policies have actually killed people. And he wants the death penalty for drug dealers. Okay, you should not commit adultery. That's number 7. Yeah, we should come back around to that one, guys. We only got like 11 minutes for today's blog. Oh shit, we're almost done. 7. Don't steal. Trump steals. Crap, I can't do the rest of them. We're running out of time. Wait. Don't covet neighbor's housewife. Trump's very jealous of Obama. And number 9, don't give a false testimony against your neighbor. Trump lies about everything. And that thing about not stealing, yeah, Trump University, his charity, yeah, he steals. Thanks for coming by today. And sorry I could only like ram through all those commandments for you. Moses did a much better job than I did. But thanks for coming by. Subscribe to the channel and goodbye. Goodbye. Say goodbye.